Hi Libra, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Really good to see you guys again. Libra, this is your December 2015 general tarot reading. I just remember a couple of things. First thing to say is that this reading won't apply to every Libran out there, okay? It will apply to a certain portion of you, and some of you it probably won't, okay? But that's not to say that other readings in the future will not apply to you. The other thing to say is these energies, I notice, sometimes take place 2 weeks before the start of the month that we're talking about, and running right into 2 weeks after that month, okay? So running right into January. So sometimes this is on an 8 week span, a 2 month span, okay? Or it's not 2 months, it's 8 weeks, okay? So 2 weeks towards the end of November and 2 weeks towards the start of January, if that makes sense. That's been my experience. So if these energies aren't with you in December, then they've possibly have happened the middle to the end of November, or the beginning of January to the middle of January, all right? So also to let you know that I have run a very, very successful website called Carol's Universe, www.carolsuniverse.co.uk. So if you'd like to order a private reading with me, just go to the link below. You can read all the testimonials on there as well, which are very, very good, all right? So what have we got coming up for you, Libra? It's an interesting one because this reading can actually be interpreted in many, many ways. And I kind of thought of two ways, but they kind of run along the same lines. And I feel that the reading for you for December, Libra, is about stepping out of your comfort zone. So whether that's somebody who gets you to step out of your comfort zone, or whether it's something that's offered to you that will kind of advance you forward. And I feel that this reading is really about your self-advancement. That's what I'm really feeling with this reading, that this is about stepping out of your comfort zone in order to experience a greater part of life. Because sometimes when we're used to being with a certain group of people, or we're used to being in one place, it doesn't kind of expand us or help us to grow. And I feel that what's happening in December, or possibly from now or into the middle of January, is really going to propel you. But this reading is saying that you've got to kind of step out of the fear and step out of your comfort zone in order to experience that. So the general energy for December is showing up as the King of Wands, and also Karma. I'm using the Witch's Tarot, by the way. Karma is the Judgment card in the normal Rider-Waite deck. Who is the King of Wands? When we get a court card, it usually can reference another person, okay? You are Libra, so you are an air sign. So the King of Wands would represent potentially a fire sign. It doesn't have to. It could represent you. But typically the fire sign male, it would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? Because they're off the fire suit in the tarot. He's enthusiastic. He's energetic. There's two ways to think about him in terms of relationships. He can either be seen as a very faithful partner, or he can be seen as quite a ladies' man. So he could potentially be seen as somebody who has a wife but is kind of unfaithful because he travels quite a bit and he meets lots of women along the way. He's very passionate. He's apparently got a lot of integrity and honesty about him. But most of all about the King of Wands is he's very much an action man. So he never kind of sits. He's not like the King of Cups. The King of Cups is far more emotional and will sit on his emotions. This guy tends to race ahead. So he's kind of got two sides to his personality, okay? On the one hand, he's very happy. He's very enthusiastic. He's very energetic. He's very kind. He infuses everybody. He makes everybody feel quite alive. He's quite fun. He's a very, very popular guy. But on the other hand, he does have a red-hot temper when he doesn't get his own way. So he's kind of, he's got a really kind of opposite sides to him. He's apparently quite dependable. He loves his children, that type of thing. And he also champions other people's ideas and dreams. So he's really quite, he makes investments in people's futures. And it's funny because the King of Wands, in terms of a job or a career, would always reference someone like a businessman, someone who's an entrepreneur, someone who runs their own businesses, someone who's quite good at delegating, because the Wands, if you look at the Queen of Wands as well, his female counterpart, the wife, she's the type of person who's really busy. She's all over the show and she likes to delegate certain tasks. She's a multitasker, and it's the same thing for the King of Wands as well. So what you need to know about the King of Wands is that because he's a fire energy, he's very energetic, and he never sits on his passions. He always goes for stuff. So this could be someone in your general energy that could be helping you out this month. So this could be somebody who might want to make an investment in your future. Could be somebody who's interviewing you, for example, okay? Coupled with the Judgment card, I would say that when I look at the King of Wands, it references leadership. And to me, Judgment represents change because it's karma. It's what's out of your control. It's the wheels of motion. It's something that the universe has put towards you that you're going to need to deal with, all right? So this could be a leadership change. So to me, this is either somebody that's coming in this month, could be a lover, for example, somebody who changes your life. It could be someone who offers you a job, or it could be you, okay, taking on something new, all right? But I feel that with the Karma card, whenever you look at karma within the Witch's Tarot, it's about forces greater than yourself, okay, that are at work, okay? So they're putting a certain situation in your way so that you can take advantage of that. But with the Karma card, it all depends on your actions. Your actions really kind of, what's the word? Your actions will unveil the outcome, if that makes any sense to you guys, okay? So the result of your actions will be what happens afterwards. So if you don't take advantage of the situation, then there's no change. If you take advantage of the situation, Libra, then there is going to be great changes and wonderful changes for you. And all through the reading, what I'm seeing is that the universe is saying, you know, because we've got 3 number 4 cards in this reading. We've got 4 of Cups. We've got 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, sorry, we've actually got 2. We've got 2 number 4 cards, 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay? And those cards always suggest to me somebody who is very inactive and doesn't take action on something. They'd rather kind of stick to what they know, or stick in depression, or stick kind of, they're in a comfort zone of not taking any action. And this reading is really telling you that you've got to take action. We also have as your, let me just discuss this Karma card, sorry, a little bit more. This Karma card says that everything happens for a reason. So the universe puts things in your way because there's a reason for it. And even if you're uncomfortable with it, there's a reason that it's happening to you or for you, okay? So you need to take advantage of that, okay? And you also need to think about the lessons that you've learned in the past. The Karma card is very, very karmic, all right? So it's the result of your actions, all right? So what you put out there is what you get back. So this King of Wands, it could be that there is change in leadership. If I look at it the other way around, because we have King of Wands card, this is leadership change. So maybe you're advancing into a promotion, something that you've not done before. Maybe you're taking on a new role where you're going to be in charge of people, or, you know, you've got a far more responsible role. And if you're used to kind of just sitting in the background and being a part of a team, this will actually propel you out into the limelight. And I'm seeing through the reading that maybe some of you guys might be uncomfortable with that in the month of December, being propelled into the limelight, kind of being your skills and everything being on show. But it's saying that you need to kind of go through the rough to get to the smooth, all right? And not to be afraid to kind of come out of that comfort zone. The overall advice card is the shadow side. The shadow side is the devil card within the normal tarot. And really the shadow side is a very interesting card, because the devil card within the tarot, in the normal Rider-Waite tarot, is about bonds and being chained to stuff. And it really, that card is based on fear, not being able to move out of the situation because you're completely either obsessed by it, or because it's something that keeps you in a safety zone, but it's an uncomfortable one. So, for example, if you're an alcoholic, drink is your comfort, but it's never very good for you. If you're a sexaholic, sex is your comfort, but the underlying reasons for having multiple partners is based on something quite unhealthy and something quite dysfunctional. So it's about dysfunctional fear, really, the devil card is. And when we look at the shadow side, the advice that this card, and it's a very strong reading for you Librans for the month of December, the advice of the shadow card is really saying to you that when you let panic and when you let fear take over, it consistently holds you back. When you're afraid to come out of something that you've been in for a long time but really isn't serving you, that's when you stay in the same place. Okay, so when you know better, you do better. Okay, this card is about facing a challenge, and the challenge is to release yourself from something that isn't going to advance you in the long run. At the time that you're in it with the shadow side, it's an uncomfortable comfort, as I call it. Okay, so it's being stuck in something but really kind of feeling quite depressed in it, not feeling very good about it, but not really knowing how you can unchain yourself. But this card really says that it's up to you at any time to make that move. You can just unclip yourself. It's like the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card about mental burden. It's about a card about feeling trapped mentally, feeling in a funk, feeling that there's no way out. But there's no reason why that woman can't just take the risk and move out of those swords, because her feet are free. Gently, step by step move. It's the same sort of thing with the Devil card, okay? This card is about an intimidation, because the Devil is intimidating. If you look there, if you look at the shadow of the guy there, this is the Devil here. And these guys are trying to shield themselves from it, okay? So they're trying to hold themselves back from an entity that makes them feel fearful, that they're trying to disguise themselves, but they're not facing up to it. They're just hiding their faces. They're not actually facing up to the fear. They're hiding from it. And usually when you hide from a fear, you're not actually dealing with it. You're just suppressing it. And the more that you suppress it, the more you bury it deep. It's bound to surface at some point. So this card is saying for the month of December, Libra, that you need to kind of have courage. The Devil card is about having the courage to unchain yourself from a situation that is unhealthy or isn't going to serve you in the long run, okay? And this card is about giving away your power, okay? If you don't embrace change, you've already given away your power, because you've already said, I'm done for, nothing's going to change in my life, I'm quite happy just to stay in my comfort zone, and I just don't want to go there because I just don't want to face up to the fact that I've got to make changes. And this card is saying that when you refuse to make changes, when the opportunity is there and you don't do anything about it, then you are in fact giving away your power, because everybody is powerful to make changes in their lives. Your energies for the month of December are the Three of Cups. The first two cards are showing us the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups. And it was interesting how, in a way, when I saw the cards that came out in this order, you know, in a way I was like, oh, I wish it had been the Four of Cups and the Three of Cups, because maybe the Three of Cups would have been the release from the Four of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card about bonds and friendship, and it's really, because it's number 3, it's the power of 3, so it's all about expansion and growth. That's what the Three of Cups is about. It's about expanding your horizons, okay? Because you go from the number 1, which is the Aces and the Magician card in the Major Arcana, and they're about the starting to create something. The number 2s, which are kind of trying to find balance with what you're trying to create. It's the same as the High Priestess, sitting on something, thinking about it, growing stronger with that creation, okay? So this is about the vision. And then you have the number 3s, where you start to kind of expand on that. So it's a very expansive number, the number 3 is, okay? Because it's almost like a triangle, okay? So it's very, very expansive. This card also can be about gossip, bitchiness, people who aren't being very nice, groups of women. We all know what groups of women can be like at times when they get together. In one way, when I looked at those two cards, I thought to myself, along with the general energy and also the advice card, being afraid to step out of a comfort zone, it could be for some of you guys that something has happened in the past with a certain group of people. And with the Four of Cups now, you're not willing to trust, because if you look at the Three of Cups, there are 3 women on this. They're holding 3 cups up together and they're celebrating. If you look at the Four of Cups, there is newness in this card. Somebody is offering this little boy the cup of friendship. It's the Ace of Cups that they're offering to him, but he's still focused on 3 cups. So essentially, this guy is focused on the Three of Cups. Okay, so he's focused on something that he can't let go of with those Three of Cups. So potentially, it could be that for some of you guys, you're finding it difficult to let go of a challenging situation, which is why we have the shadow side as your advice stroke theme. Maybe there was some altercations, maybe in a work environment, maybe within the family, whoever it's with, and you're finding it difficult to let go and trust, because the Four of Cups is all about trust, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, it's about trusting that people are good. It's about trusting that when something is offered to you, you can actually go out and take it. It's about new opportunities. But this person refuses to see the new opportunities that are there for him because he's so focused on the Three Cups. He's so focused on something that happened with the Three of Cups, with those group of people or with that energy. He's so focused on maybe something that didn't work out that he's scared to try again. So in effect, he's kind of living in the past with the Four of Cups. Okay, and the Devil card, as the general advice stroke energy theme, is saying to you, let go of the past. Let go of things that are actually keeping you where you are, because it doesn't serve you. If something is keeping you where you are, it was unhealthy, it made you feel uncomfortable, it made you feel upset, then try your best to let go of it. You can do meditation, you can talk to people, you can be around people that actually love you. So this guy is refusing to let go of something. He can't move on because he's so focused, he's in a funk. He won't snap out of it. And it's something to do with the Three of Cups there. So for some of you guys, it could be that type of situation. On the other hand, it could be a situation whereby the Three of Cups are a group of friends. Maybe in a workplace, you're used to working within a certain team and you've made a lot of friends there, guys. And maybe you're being offered something now, something else, a new opportunity. Four of Cups, as I've said, has that one ace on it with the Three Cups in front. Okay, this is friendship, this is love, this is a new opportunity, this is blessings from the universe. This is accepting help, for example. So for example, some of you guys might be finding it difficult to accept help because you're so focused on the Three of Cups. Okay, but I feel that whatever the case is for you, Libra, there is help there available to you, and this is through the King of Wands. Could be this person that's coming in to help you, maybe giving you an event, giving you some support, whether that be in a business situation. It could be someone who's interviewed you for a job and wants to offer it to you, and you're kind of, I don't know whether I want to take it because I don't want to leave the group of friends behind, but there is an offer that's being made, but you're not sure whether to take it. All right, this is what I'm feeling for December. You're so focused on maybe a bond of friendship that you already have, and you don't really want to come out of your shell. The other cards that came up with that were the Sun card in reverse. Sorry, the cards are actually lying on my laptop, so it's difficult to pick them up. The Sun card in reverse, and also the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is your classic card of worry. All right, it's the classic card of feeling anxious, but the anxiety, and this is you guys, because you are Libra and you're airing your swords. So this is you guys worrying. You are worrying about something here. And with the Sun card in reverse, now the Sun card when it's upright is all about positivity, it's about joy, it's about happiness, it's about feeling that everything is going the right way for you, okay? It's about real success. Whenever you get the Sun card in a reading, it usually is about that, but it also is something that's about clarity, all right? So when the Sun card comes up in a certain position and you want to know an answer, and say, for example, I was to do a double cross or a triple cross reading, and that came up and you wanted to know something, it would show me the clarity on something. That's what the Sun card does. It shines a light on things that you've not been clear about. But I feel here, Sun card coupled with the Nine of Swords is you guys being worried to step out of this comfort zone. Because when the Sun card is in reverse, it's really a card about, I mean, it's not majorly different, because it really does say that good times are ahead, but you can't see that with the Nine of Swords because you're so anxious and focused on something here with the Nine of Swords. But the Nine of Swords is number 9, which means that this time of anxiety is nearing completion. All right, you're one step before nearing completion. Luckily, it's not the Ten of Swords, because that would mean that you'd feel completely defeated. So I'm glad that it's actually a number 9. Okay. With the Sun card in reverse, it could be a card of feeling that overwhelmed. So feeling really overwhelmed by something. All right. And I feel the overwhelmment comes with the Nine of Swords. This is why you're worrying. You're feeling overwhelmed. So some of you guys might be feeling overwhelmed by new responsibility, because this King of Swords is the responsibility. This is the leadership card. Okay, and the karmic card is change, because karma is all about cycles, going through a cycle and learning from stuff in the past in order to bring it into the future. So it's rebirth. Okay, and rebirth is change. So it could be that some of you guys are being offered a new job. It might be a promotion. It might even be that your boss has come to you and said, you know what, I'm going to be off for 2 weeks and I need you to run the team. And you might be feeling slightly, what's the word? You might not be feeling that you are at a level where you can do that. You might be feeling slightly insecure about your skills, slightly insecure about your abilities. But the Sun card, when it's in reverse, it's about, to me, it's about the feeling that the sun is going down on something, okay? So it's almost like a sunset rather than sunrise, okay? So all that positivity kind of gets turned upside down and goes into feeling a sense of almost numbness about stuff. This can also be a card of wanting to delay something or wanting to hide from the spotlight. And that would really tie in well with this 3 of Cups and 4 of Cups, because the 3 of Cups is the bonds of friendship. 4 of Cups is the card of being offered something but being not being focused enough, and being focused on 3 cups here. This guy is focused on 3 cups on the 4 of Cups. So he's focused on either friendship, or he's focused on something that he feels that he's losing, or he doesn't want to accept something new that comes in. He doesn't want to accept a new opportunity because he's too focused on those 3 cups. Okay? So it could be, if it's a situation where there's been a lot of gossiping, a lot of hurt, a lot of difficulty going on for you guys, it could simply be a case of that you are lacking trust in something. And there is fear and a sense of overwhelmment over that. But I feel that this is a change that's coming in for you guys, and it frightens you. And hence the shadow side is saying, don't be frightened. Move out of that comfort zone. There's no need to fear. You've just got to move. You've just got to muster up all your challenge and move ahead. We also have the Fool card next. And again, this is a card of taking a risk, taking a chance, okay? Fearlessness. This Fool here, he's called the Fool because he's a baby. Okay, when babies are born, they don't know anything at all, all right? They know zilch. They don't even know that they're alive, okay? So this is a baby being born from the womb, stepping into the world, the unknown world. They're not really aware of they're not actually aware. If they are aware of risks or anything like that, they're not consciously like we are aware of it, all right? It's really just kind of something instinctual or a reaction or something like that, okay? But this guy steps into life. He steps into it because he is not afraid to look up to the sky, and he sees the sky as the limit. I see this card as the sky is the limit because he looks up to the sky and it's limitless for him. So he feels that he can go anywhere and he can do anything, and he doesn't have any chains on him because he has lost all of that. He hasn't even lost it. He's just not experienced. He doesn't. When you look at the word fear, it means chain. When you've got a fear, you're chained to something. That's irrational a lot of the time. Okay, it might be a rational fear, but it still means that you're in bondage. And this guy doesn't have any bondage because he's looking to the sky, and the sky is the limit. So this is really saying you need to take a chance. You need to take a chance on something. We also have the Queen of Wands. This is a very happy, abundant, confident woman. Okay, she's a multitasker, energetic, jumps into life, fearlessness, outspoken, very, very popular. Jump into life. This is what these 2 cards are saying to you. Don't let your confidence be affected by wanting to stay in what is normal to you, or what is the norm, or what you've just experienced completely. All right? The Fool and the Queen of Wands, alternatively, could be people who you've experienced in your life who aren't very good for you. Queen of Wands is usually a good friend, okay, in the tarot. She usually makes a good friend. But maybe they are a part of a scenario where, you know, you've had trouble with people at work, and maybe you're learning trying to learn to trust. Maybe the King of Wands is someone who is offering you friendship. Maybe he's the person that's offering you the Ace of Cups. And it's a chance for you to kind of be reborn as a person, to start trusting again. But on the whole, this reading is telling you to step into life, Libra, and not to let things and worries and fears hold you back from the past. The final two cards we have are the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. There we go. There we have it. There's the Ace of Cups that's being offered to you guys. The Ace of Cups is showing on the Four of Cups. But if you notice with the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, they're saying the same thing. The number 4s a lot of the time are about blockages, because number 4 is a rounded number, okay, it's an even number, but it represents foundations and it also represents strength, okay. When you get a house that is built solidly on 4 pillars, you can't knock it down. So this is people who are stuck. Four of Pentacles represents insecurity. The guy won't let go of his pentacles. He won't release them because he's afraid of change. He's afraid of, he's fearing change, sorry, okay? He's hanging on to something that's unhealthy for him. He puts his money, he attaches his money to him like a shield. So he blocks things out, okay? Thinking that what he has is all that he needs, okay? Hence, we have the Four of Cups. What he has is all that he needs. He's not willing to have a look at other opportunities. Usually through fear, usually through stagnation, usually through boredom. And this reading is really saying, stop being so stagnant. You don't need to be stagnant. You need to move. And the Ace of Cups is being offered to you. It's offering a sense of relief. It's offering you stuff that can release yourself from the boredom, from feeling stuck, from feeling stagnant. If it's a group of people that you don't want to move away from, because you're so comfortable in that, and you're being offered something with more money, and that will give you more skills, and that will give you a chance to step into something new and take a risk, the reading is saying go for it, Libra. Just go for it. Don't let fear hold you back because you feel that you're not capable enough, or because you don't want to leave a group of friends, or if somebody is not being very nice to you, or if somebody's affected your confidence. All of this, it's saying let go and just go for it. And finally, looking at this overall advice again, release yourself from fear. This is a very, very strong reading for you, Libra. If there's something that you're willing, whatever the situation is, as you always know with Carol's Universe, what I try and do with the channel is that whenever I do readings, I leave it up to the viewer to apply it to their own situation. All right? So whatever this is, something is being offered to you. But for some of you guys, it looks like you're afraid to step into it. And it's saying, step into it. Step into life. Take the risk, because when you take the risk, you never know how your life is going to change. But if you don't take the risk, you're still going to stay stagnant. You're still going to stay in the same place. You make no moves, no changes. What do you expect? And that's why we have karma. What you put out is what you get in. Okay? That's your reading, Libra, for the month of December 2015. I'd like to say thank you very, very much for joining me. I'm going to be back with a lot more readings now because I finished my contract where I was. So I'm going to be coming back with lots and lots more. If you'd like a reading with me, as I said, just check out the link below. Quite happy to accommodate. I love doing the tarot. And I will speak to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.